friends, welcome to Skritter. As the year comes to a close, there are many festive occasions where friends and family will gather.
I'm sure you'd love to give a compliment and give thanks to your family or friends in Chinese.
Conversely, you might want to learn how to politely navigate some of the more direct or unpleasant compliments.
Look at this. No wonder you're piggy.
I know that directness is something that many of our friends experience as a part of their culture shock.
And honestly, it's not just the newcomers to our family. The directness or the inquisition you can sometimes get during these gatherings is a common experience for all of us.
So, we are going to share our insights in a two-part video series.
Part one, this video, we're going to learn how to give great compliments during these gatherings. And in part two, we're going to learn how to receive these trickier comments and navigate these social situations in Mandarin. Before we start, this video is brought to you by Skritter, the app to get you to Chinese and Japanese mastery. Create your own decks or learn from Skritter's curated word lists and popular textbooks. Learn and practice vocabulary at the most optimal times for your retention. Sign up for a free account today and get a complimentary copy of our new ebook delivered right to your inbox.
Let's start with giving compliments. We will divide the compliments into 4 sections.
1. Gratitude for hosting. 2. Compliments on cooking. 3. Compliments on someone's appearance. And 4. Finally, how to give compliments on someone's achievements or life events.
If I think about our own Lunar New Year, I do think there sometimes is a little bit of lack of positive communication. We don't have that in our culture.
So we think that even if you can just learn one phrase from today's video, you'd really be injecting some great positivity to your family gatherings or friendship group and hopefully brighten someone's day. Now, generally speaking, these holiday events will happen in someone's home. So we do want to give gratitude for someone hosting these events. Let's start with the simple phrase of just saying, thank you so much for inviting us to this gathering.
谢谢你邀请我们来聚餐。
聚餐 is a term that you can apply to any gathering where there is food, and this can be applied to general settings, work settings, and is a great term to learn. Next, how do we say, I always get such a wonderful feeling when I come to your house for insert holiday.
每次来你们家过圣诞节都觉得很开心。
Now you can replace this with 感恩节, or in the case of Lunar New Year, you can say 每次来你们家过年都觉得很开心. And finally, if your friend or family has really spent a lot of time decorating their home to really give that festive spirit, we can thank them for creating such a wonderful atmosphere.
真的很感谢你花了这么多时间准备这些，让过节很有气氛。
过节 here again is a great term and can be applied to any holiday, so not necessarily only Lunar New Year. In this case, we would probably use 过年, but 过节 just refers to enjoying a holiday. So this can also apply to Christmas or Thanksgiving. Now, there's nothing better than hearing someone compliment your cooking, especially if you have been slaving away in the kitchen for hours and hours. So let's say thank you, in this case, maybe to auntie, but we can replace the who with anyone that you want to compliment.
今天阿姨煮的菜真的好好吃。
I'm going to give one of Iona's favorite phrases as well, and that's, if you opened a restaurant, you would definitely make money.
你如果去开餐厅，一定会赚大钱。
Now, if there's a particularly complicated or extravagant dish, I'm sure all of the chefs appreciate you asking, how did they make it? You know, I've only seen this on a magazine or in a book or online. Tell me how you made it. How can we say that?
哇，这道菜只有在书上、网络上看过。你有特别去学怎么做吗？
This, I think, is a great conversation starter and can launch you into a very warm conversation. Now for this video, we were initially wondering whether we wanted to compliment on someone's appearance because sometimes we find there's a little bit too much of that happens in a family gathering, particularly here in Taiwan.
In a negative compliment.
Take a look at her. She's American, huh? Really skinny. You want to look like that?
No.
Then eat your nuggets.
But we do think it is nice to learn a few phrases because maybe uncle really does look wonderful this year, or auntie maybe has a wonderful new haircut. And I do think it's nice to give those positive compliments. So let's learn a few. Maybe let's start with a new hairstyle.
你的新发型很适合你耶。
How about if your friend or relative is looking really just, positive, energetic, vibrant? You don't want to comment on specifically how they're looking, but their general appearance. What phrase can we use?
你今天气色看起来太好了吧？
And I know this phrase is great when you actually don't know what to say.
没错，
this
没错。
is a great phrase to have in your pocket
没错，没错，
if you
没错。
just want to give someone a general compliment.
你先给他们 good compliment， 他们就有机会
They will be
judge
more
you.
forgiving with their inquisition later
right.
on. And finally, maybe you do just want to say that this top, this skirt, that jacket looks great. How do we say that?
你今天穿的好好看，这件裙子很适合你。
Wow, yes, the skirt just really suits you. You've got such a wonderful outfit on today. And finally, compliments on achievements or life events. Maybe you did hear through the grapevine that your cousin has finally got that new job that they wanted or bought that new house. You're really happy for them.
This place is fantastic, isn't it, hon?
Sure is.
听说你今年换工作、买房子，真的替你开心。
Now here we use the term 听说 as a general like, I heard, that this has happened. But you can also be specific as to who you heard this from. If you want, if that suits the situation, maybe you can say, 我听 Iona 说你今年换工作了，真替你开心. So you can interchange that structure if you want. 听说听谁说 Now maybe your cousin mentioned that they started weight training last year and they've really carried it on all through the year. You've been seeing them on Instagram and you really want to compliment them on their awesome work for carrying on with weight training this year. How do we say that?
听说你今年有继续在健身、跑步、学跳舞，真的好厉害。
Now, not every year needs to be a good year. Some years are harder than others, and maybe you do want to comment on that fact and you want to say it's gonna get better despite maybe this sad event. Maybe it's a breakup. We're gonna give you a general phrase to talk about something sad, but of course you can insert it with the specific event that you're referring to.
虽然听说你今年有些伤心事，但是一定会越来越好的。
加油. Now, we did want to say that if you did want to compliment someone on their character or personality, maybe your nephew or your niece has really grown to be an independent person.
Reservation for McAllister?
You want to say, well done on that, you can go check out our star signs and personalities in Chinese video where we cover personality traits in detail and you can use those personality traits as compliments. You can also check out our real life self-introductions with Iona video if you want more ideas for small talk.
If you want to learn all of the words taught in this two-part lesson, we've made a companion study deck which you can study using the Skritter app.
Alternatively, learn from the HSK exam study decks or the most popular textbooks. If you enjoyed this video, don't miss our companion video where we share expert tips on navigating awkward conversations with in-laws, family, old school friends during this holiday period. Finally, we want to wish you happy holiday if you are watching this during the festive period. We hope you have a smooth gathering.
No emotional damage.
No emotional damage, lots of positive comments. 加油, you're gonna get through it. We'll see you next time. 再见.
Bye.
Emotional damage.